I figured I should make this since it's New Year's Eve. Why 16 things? Because it's going to be 2016, you cunt flap. Anyway, here are 16 things Digital Extremes can do to make 2016 the year of quality 2.0. 1. Star Map 3.0. I love the look of Star Map 3.0, but it worries me that the last we've seen of it was back in DevStream 55, all the way back in June. Whether it's because Digital Extremes wants to make it as awesome as possible or if it's because it's been delayed for some other reason, we don't know. It would be fantastic to see it finally be released in 2016, as I'm dying to know what our current void keys will be used for. 2. Fix for exterminate missions. It's no secret that exterminate missions are currently aggravating to run, due to the spawns having been ruined. We all await the spawns to be fixed so we can continue farming focus on them. 3. Stealth 2.0. A rework or overall improvement to the current stealth system is needed, because the way you're detected by enemies is bogus. You could literally murder a Grineer as another is nearby and not have the alarms raised, while sometimes the Grineer will immediately open fire upon you, alerting all enemies in the same tileset, ruining the stealth experience. If I recall correctly, the 10 are space ninjas, so improving the odd stealth mechanics we have should be a priority in 2016. 4. Fan concepts as new warframes. There have been many amazing concepts on the Warframe forums, and it would be great for Digital Extremes to work with their respective creators in order to bring these warframes to reality. If Nova got through the design council and into the game, there's no reason for other warframes to not be able to do the same. 5. Improvements to focus. Currently the only way to farm focus is by slaughtering as many things as possible, which is why Ember, Equinox, and Ash are common sight in Draco. You should be able to obtain focus from other methods, not just killing. Used Warcry? Have some focus. Revived a teammate, or a teammate's coup bro? Have some focus. Working together as a team should give you focus, because making it so kills equals focus means that all anybody is concerned about is having the highest kill count. 6. Improvements to Unair. Seriously. Every other focus tree is fantastic, except for Unair. You'll see Naramon Master Race, you'll see Xenuric for Life, you'll see Vazrunda Best, but you'll never see anyone give that much praise to Unair. 7. Improvements to Arkwing. Arkwing is fun in concept, as being able to fly around in space shooting and beating stuff to death in 3 dimensions is great. At least, it sounds great. What we got was a mediocre gameplay mechanic with bad melee, uninspiring enemies, and only 3 Arkwings to choose from. A revamp is needed in order to give Arkwing the love it deserves. 8. Revisits to Forgotten Frames. Oberon is outclassed by everyone else, but still has the potential to be a great paladin warframe. Vauban's bounce has been useless since the introduction of Parkour 2.0, and his Tesla becomes weaker than a flux rifle at high levels, but he remains one of the best frames to use for infested defense and excavation. As awesome as receiving new warframes is, Digital Extremes cannot abandon their previous work, as that's not going to sit well with anyone. Don't even get me started on how Parkour 2.0 has affected Zephyr. 9. Improvements to Loot Drop. With the release of Ivara, the luck of everyone has been tested, with some people receiving all Ivara parts in under 2 days, while others took upwards of a week. Let's also not forget sorties, which have been scientifically proven to give you a lens or weapon component upon completion, most of the time. 10. Charge attack changes. If it takes me an eternity and 10 years to use a charge attack with a glaive, then something's wrong. 11. Conclave Improvements. There doesn't seem to be much point to guns when everyone's running at Sonic speed and beating the shit out of each other with assorted items from sticks to swords. 12. Maru's Bazaar. We expected Maru's Bazaar to be some form of auction house, when really it's just another area to trade with players. If it could be changed to a real auction house or at least given UI so players can advertise their wares, there would be reason to use Maru's Bazaar. 13. New trials. The law of retribution and the Jordas verdict are great, and it would be amazing to see more trials in the future. I personally hope for a corpus trial where we break into an outpost and steal fuck tons of credits. If we can hack into burses for credits, then we should be able to do the same for trials, except on a larger scale but with less annoyance. 14. Syndicate Involvement. Syndicates are fine as they are, although it would be interesting to see syndicates have their lore fleshed out via a quest or something. How were they formed? Why? Are they related to the Tenno in any way? It's just a personal thing, but I personally don't like how syndicates just function as a way to obtain augments, sigils, and syndicate weapons. There should be more to syndicates, not just rewards for playing. 15. Augments. If augment slots are not planned, then more augments would be a welcome sight, particularly for those frames that still do not have any. And finally, 16. Continued support for Warframe. Warframe is one of those rare free-to-play games that doesn't give you power simply because you spent a few dollars, and one of those rarer games that has content that will keep you occupied and immersed, as well as developers who love their community and actively take player response into consideration, unlike certain other games. Thank you for watching, and Happy New Year, Tenno.